Members, what is this No Kings movement about? This No Kings movement is not gonna work. This is a waste of time. Really. Like, I don't understand why people waste their time. Millions of people partake in this and wasting their time. Like, I understand people want change and we want to protest, we want to do non-violent movements because, but it's not gonna work, gang. It's not gonna work. As long as, you know what people need to do? A movement to stop money. We need a movement to stop money, bro. We don't need money, gang. As long as there's money, there's always going to be people in power. And as long as there's people in power, there's not going to be an equal world. And as long as there's not equal world, people are going to be evil. As long as there's money, people are going to be kings. There's kings and queens. As long as there's wealth. And when there's kings and queens, there's secrets, there's conspiracies, there's evil powers, there's all type of shit all type of things that shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, bro. It shouldn't be. And I don't understand what the No Kings movement is about. There's no Kings movement. That means no money. There's a no money movement. That's what people need to do, a no money movement. I don't even know how millions of people are even like doing this. Like, I don't know how like this a movement even spreads like this to every state. Millions of people do it. Like, how? How? This is the biggest protest in history. But like, why don't all millions of these people stop working? Why don't all millions of these people stop paying bills? Why don't all millions of these people go to war, get violent? Because clearly that's what you gotta do, gang. There's less than 1 million police officers in the whole America. There's only 2 million, about 2 million military officials in all America. But you got way more than that people, way more than that is taking place in this No Kings movement. That means all these people could really just overthrow the government. You could really just take over, change the law, do something. They're not going to change nothing by you holding a sign, walking down the street. It's a waste of time. It's really a waste of time. Non-violent movements are a waste of time. That shit doesn't get you nothing. It might, most likely it's not though. It's not going to get you. It's definitely not going to get you no change. Trump is not going to change. Trump not going to be like, you know what? Yeah, let me step down, or let me do this, let me do it. No, bro, he's gonna do what he wants to do. He's gonna do what he has in his mind, that he had in his mind from the beginning. He's trying to carry out what he had in his mind from the beginning. He's not changing nothing, and the movement's not changing nothing. People need to stop with these like assumptions and all this other shit. Like, I don't know, bro, how to explain. I don't know the word for it, but it's like, people just get a thrill, I think, of like just doing something. Like, people think they doing something. You're not doing nothing. You feel me? It's like me making a video. My video is not doing nothing. People make videos and go viral, and the video that went viral and blew up and millions of people seen didn't do nothing. You just spread a little bit of awareness, but people are still gonna keep doing what they was doing because people are robots and slaves for crumbs. Literally slaves for crumbs, or damn near slave for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just stop? Stop being a slave. Stop being a damn robot. Wake up a little bit and smell the coffee a little bit. Smell reality and be like, we actually don't need money. We actually don't need power. But for some reason, people want that. People want power. That's why there's money. People want control. That's why there's wealth. That's why they're kings and queens. To have control, to be in control. You know? To keep people in a system. Right? Because they don't want you in control. People don't want to step down their pedestal and equalize themselves with the world to make the world equal and fair for everyone. They don't want that. They want to stay in control. They want to stay in power. And for that, and to do that, they have to keep you in control. To stay in power and to stay up there on top of the pedestal, they have to keep you at the bottom. And to keep you at the bottom, they're going to manipulate and brainwash you with all of these things. With the sports, with the movies, with the music, with the social media, with the everything. With the stock market, with the money, the stock market, the freaking economy, with the jobs, talking about you need to work, right? You need to work, you need to pay your bills, you need to do this. You don't need to do anything. If all millions of people stood up and like, yo, we not paying no more money. We not working for money no more. We not paying no more money until it's changed. We gonna shut the city down. We gonna shut the train down. We gonna shut the highway down. You're not going nowhere. Nobody's going nowhere. We shutting the highway down. We shutting the trains down. We shutting everything down until we get change. Until shit becomes free. Until people are gonna go to work and keep the world going, as it should keep going. You know, that's what we need. That's the movement we need. That's a real No Kings movement. That's what I see as a No Kings movement. Not a No Kings movement just for one president because y'all don't like what he's doing. None of the presidents did anything right in my eyes. Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, the people before. None of them did anything right. None of them. They didn't do anything right. It's just a gimmick. It's a gimmick. It's all a gimmick, and y'all don't see it. Y'all so brainwashed, manipulated with the money, literally. Your values and your morals lie on money, sex, drugs, and murder. Literally. Y'all don't question nothing. Y'all don't question nothing. Like, y'all think y'all know all the answers. People think they woke, talking about spiritual awakening. What is spiritual awakening? When you still being a puppet for money. You still being a slave for money. You talking about you woke? You not woke. Nobody's woke. Everybody's asleep. Nobody is woke. No, not one person is woke. You feel me? The only people that probably woke is the people that the people that just probably like the monks or something. I don't know. They just sit there and find enlightenment. They not woke either. Like, there's nobody woke. Nobody's woke. Nobody's woke. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. People want to find God, want to find truth, want to find value in life. You're not going to, because you're living in a system that's corrupted and brainwashed, manipulated. Like, it's hard for people. Yeah, some people probably are, but then it's like you still have to work because, you know, everybody else is doing it. There's 7 billion people in the world, right? So what is one person gonna do? It's 330 million people in America. Like I said, it's 340 million people in America. You got less than 1 million cops. You have 2 million military officials. That's about 3 million law enforcement military officials. Whether it's FBI, CIA, police officer, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, that's about 3 million. With 330 million people in America, 160 million workers, 100 million people that don't work in America, adults, 100 million adults don't work, and y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all want to protest about Trump. Y'all so worried about fucking Trump. Excuse my language, but y'all so worried about Trump and what he's doing and how he's wrong, but they're all wrong. They're all wrong, and the No Kings movement is a waste of time. It's the biggest waste of time I've seen. It's the biggest protest, and it's the biggest waste of time. Y'all people are so damn gullible, brainwashed, manipulated. Like, y'all people gotta stop and wake up, smell the coffee, see reality, and like, you don't need money. Keep looking in the sky, right? And the sky has always gonna be a plane flying. The plane is always flying, and people always traveling, but it costs money, right? The trains, there's always gonna be trains, there's always gonna be movement, there's always gonna be cars driving down the street, but it's always money, right? There's always money, money, money. Why don't everybody stop? Stop getting in your car. Stop driving. Stop traveling. Walk down the street and say, we don't want money. We don't need money. Do that. No money movement. Do a no money movement. That's a No Kings movement. No Kings movement is a no money movement. Because as long as there's money, there's kings. There's power. There's people like Trump. There's people like Epstein. There's people like whatever you want to call it, that's just going to keep doing what they're doing. People are always going to look the other way, not say nothing. They're going to cover their tracks, right? Like the Epstein files, how all these names is redacted. You don't even know who's doing what because they hiding names, hiding faces. It's always going to be like that. It's always going to be like that. Because of money. Because of money. And you people working for crumbs, spending your last dollars on name brand, materialistic things to look good for the next person. It don't make no sense. The No Kings movement is bull crap. It's nonsense. Y'all need to stop, bro. Y'all need to stop. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. What will work if all those millions of people that partook in the No Kings movement would do a no money movement and stop paying, stop working for money, stop paying for things, stop traveling in your cars, stop paying for gas, stop paying on the train, stop paying for the planes. Stop playing, bro. Stop paying. And stop playing around either. Stop playing around too, like stop playing around and really put your foot on these people's neck. You feel me? That's the only way you're going to get change is if there's no more money. The whole world revolves around money, but we don't need to revolve around money. America don't need money. Let those people use money. Money started in China, so why didn't it stay in China? You know, if paper money started in China, why don't it stay in China? Why did we take their ideas? Why does the whole world take the idea of China? You know what I'm saying? China is really smart, bro. China started a lot of stuff, good stuff and bad stuff. I noticed, you know what I'm saying? China started the worst things. Fentanyl, COVID, money. What else did they start? You know what I'm saying? What else did China start that just ruined the world? Right? It's not right, bro. It's not fair, and it's not equal, bro. It's always gonna be a king and a queen if there's money. If there's gold, diamonds, a value on this, a value on that. There's always gonna be some nonsense. And y'all don't know nothing. Like y'all don't know nothing. Like y'all should know better, bro. Y'all should think better, know better, do better. You know what I'm saying? If you know better, do better. Like they say, right? If you knew better, you'll do better. You feel me? So let's do better. Let's do better. Because it's not going to work. No King's Movement is not going to work, right? I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. It's a waste of time. You might as well just keep going to work then for all that. Because you stop and work for what? You might as well just keep going to work. If you're not going to, like, what is Trump doing a movement against Trump going to do? There's going to be another president that's just going to do wrong. Another president is going to go in office and do wrong. They're all puppets. Everybody's a puppet. Everybody's a slave. Everybody's being in the ventriloquist effect. Everybody's being controlled by a ventriloquist. It don't make no sense. I told you, China run America, Israel run America, the sports players and the name brands and the insurance companies, they run America, bro. The movies, they like that's what keeps you brainwashed and manipulated and corrupted. Your values and your morals lie under sex, money, drugs, and murder. Like I said, I'm saying it again because it's true. You're gonna tell me it don't? Like, come on, how many homeless people is it? There are more homes, empty homes in America than homeless people. You could literally put a homeless person, every homeless person in the street, and give them a home. You could give them a job, give them some work, you could give them something. But why are they homeless people? Because of money. People suffer because of money. People, walking poor people, don't even give them $1. They would walk in the store and ask for food, ask for soap, ask for something, and they don't give them nothing. That's $1, literally. Like, your business is not going to shut down over $1, but they don't give it to them because it's so damn important. People so money hungry. Like, that's whack, bro. That's whack. The No Kings movement is not going to work. People need a no money movement. And if it's not going to be that, it's not going to work. And I just want to say that, bro. Moolah signing out.